Welcome to Montaj and Sunny show. So in this video we are going to improve our writing. How we are going to improve our writing? With the news from the newspaper. The Hindu will pick up some news like 4 to 5 news, and we will see how different words are taken together, how they are used together, and that will help us in getting the ideas when we start writing our task in the test. And that thing is going to help us. Definitely that is going to help us. So an attempt to improve our writing with the news. Let's see. So this is for the students who are preparing for their Ielts test. So at present, currently we are focusing on writing and speaking, as these are the main modules. Rest is taken care. There is not much problem with that. So these are the main modules. Writing is one in which students, they normally score less, and speaking, why? Because speaking we have less practice. So how much do we practice when we are in the center, or we are in when we are preparing for our Ielts? How much we practice speaking? So how many of us, they stand in front of the mirror, and how many of us, we record our videos and then we analyze, then we see where we are lacking, and what are the problems? Is it the problem of vocabulary, or is it with the grammar, or something else, lack of ideas? So when we come to know the problem, and half of the problem is solved, and you know about your problem, it is well said that half of the problem is solved, right? So first thing is, make yourself clear where the problem is, what the problem is, and what is your strategy, what is your plan, how you're going to tackle that. So it's an attempt to improve. So we have taken like this news, it is from the sports section. How the title goes like this: Qatar, it's a country, it says Football World Cup fans, they do not need COVID-19 vaccination. A football World Cup will be hosted by Qatar. I don't know when it's going to start, but they are saying that the people who are coming to see the matches in the stadiums, in the grounds, so they do not need COVID vaccination. It's like, if they are going to say ਜੇ ਉਹ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ ਕਿ ਵੈਕਸੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਵਾ ਕੇ ਆਉਣੇ, ਤਾਂ who will come to them, who will come to buy the tickets, how they going to earn the income? ਪੈਸੇ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਕਮਾਉਣਗੇ ਉਹ, ਜੇ ਉਹ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਦੇਣਗੇ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਕੋਵਿਡ ਵੈਕਸੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ for the fans, only then they can enter, only then they can come to see the match. Well, that means they are very intelligent. So vaccination will not be mandatory. Just be careful about the verbs, adjectives that are used. Don't bother about the names, right? COVID-19 vaccination, it will not be mandatory for the fans who are going for the Football World Cup that is hosted by Qatar, that will be hosted by Qatar. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹ ਮੈਚ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਔਰ ਈਵੈਂਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਇਹ ਹੋਸਟ ਕਰੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਤਾਂ ਹੋਸਟ ਇੱਕ ਬੜਾ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਵਰਡ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਤੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ, ਹਾਂਜੀ ਇਸ ਦੇਸ਼ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਈਵੈਂਟ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ, ਜਾਂ ਹੋਸਟ ਵਰਡ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਵੈਰੀ carefully, I would say comfortably, this could be used, host, right? Mandatory is another word. COVID vaccination, like they have said in the news, COVID-19 vaccination is not mandatory for the fans who are coming for the World Cup, and this World Cup will be hosted by Qatar. Qatar is a country. So one or two, we are going to learn only one or two words from each news, and that is enough, right? But keep them, try to speak them, try to practice them, so that ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਪੱਕਾ ਹੋ ਜੇ, so that you be able to write it in your tasks. So the next news is, I'm going to flash these news on the screen, so don't worry about it. You're going to read it first, and then you will learn how to use these expressions, how to use these words. The title goes like this. Again, this news is from the sports section. It's about, I think, about a Formula 1 driver, Grand Prix, right? His name, so don't worry about the name. The title goes like this. It is a long shot to win the title this weekend. It is a long shot to win the title this weekend. Sorry, I forget to tell you that I have taken these news from September 30. And the day is Friday. Sorry for that. So it's very important. If you have this newspaper in your hand, you can very well read it. You can go through it. Otherwise, you have to read it like from the screen. So we are on page number 18. Again, I'm telling you, this news is, not this one, but all the news that I'm going to read in this video, they are taken from September 30, and the day is Friday, right? So we are covering on the alternate days. We are not covering the news. We are actually improving our writing. So coming back to the title, so it goes like this. It is a long shot to win the title this weekend. So some event will happen, or someone is going to play that event. So he is saying, okay, it is a long shot to win the title. Long shot means it's difficult to win the title, or it's not an easy job. It's a long shot. It's not an easy job, or with much difficulty, or only by chance he could win this this title. So it's about a player, so and so. So this news goes like this. Another news is again from the sports section, in which goes like this. Injured player pulls out of marathon. Pulls out means he has withdrawn his name from the list, that he is not going to run for this marathon. He is not going to play. So pull out, right? So keep this thing in mind. Pull out, long shot, will be hosted, right? So we are now moving to the next news. This is, so mostly I am picking up the news that are related with the students that interests the students that are interesting as well, because if they are interesting only, then you are going to listen to them, otherwise so this is from the state of Uttar Pradesh. Meal served with salt and principal suspended. In this news is meal, so the title goes like this: meal served with salt and the principal suspended. So it's from a school where the children, it's about the midday meal, like the children, they are served meal, and in which they were served the rice only with salt, and the district magistrate has suspended the principal because the video went viral. All these things happen only when something goes viral, or when something is surfaced on social media. That is why this thing has happened. So the poor principal is suspended because he is the head of that school, so it is his responsibility what is served in the school. It is on his shoulder, it is his responsibility. He is liable if something unfortunate happens, if something like this, if like this video went viral on social media, ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਨਾ, then they are going to catch the principal ਨੂੰ ਫੜਨਗੇ ਉਹ. It is his responsibility, right? So ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੀਲ ਹੈ, ਇਸ ਚ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਚੋਂ? So we have a word like served. Meal ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ serve ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ, like the dinner is served on the table, dinner is served, come and have the dinner, मतलब dinner ready है, परोस दिता गया. Served मतलब परोस दिता गया. So meal या food is served, या food नहीं ਆਪਾਂ meal कहांगे ना, food च ਤਾਂ कुछ भी आ सकता है ना. Served word ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਾ ਇਹ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਣਾ, served, right? Served, ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ यूज ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਿ such thing happened in that school, so meals are not served as per the menu, so schools are lacking in this thing, meals are not served. एक use की जा सकती है like in a letter, like in an essay or somewhere else in your writing, use की जा सकती है ना. So again, okay, moving on very quickly, we don't have much time because I have to go somewhere. Okay, I'm going to upload this even right after this, after 1 hour or 2 hours. It will take 1 or 2 hours. I'm going to upload this video because we are already getting late. Okay, next is from the state of Myanmar. It's on page number 4. It goes like this: over 6,100 Myanmar students enrolled in Mizoram schools. I will repeat it again. Over 6,100 Myanmar students enrolled in Mizoram schools. Again, which is the key word here? It's enrolled. Students are enrolled in schools. ठीक है, ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ students ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ enrolled ਨੂੰ admission ਦੇ regarding कोई गल आउंदी है, it's an important, it's keyword which you can use in your writing. अपनी writing च use कर सकते हैं तुसी enrolled. स्कूलों ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੱਚੇ enroll ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, admission ਲੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਦੋਂ, So Mizoram, it's our state. It's one of the 7 sister states in northeastern side. Mizoram, it shares its border with Myanmar. Myanmar की है Burma भी कहते हैं. It's earlier ਇਹਦਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਾਮ ਸੀ Burma ਸੀ. So now they call it Myanmar. It shares a long border with our state Mizoram, and some problem is going on in Myanmar. A civil war is going on, so people, they are not feeling safe, and people are crossing the borders. They are coming they are crossing the international borders. They are coming to this side of India, in India. And about the children, these are the government run schools, and the students, they have children, they have enrolled themselves in Mizoram schools. And right, so what are the keywords here? Civil war back home at in Myanmar, that is going on. उत्थे लड़ाई चल रही है. So they have taken a refuge here in India. मतलब इत्थे उन्होंने shelter ਲਈ हुई है. Government schools नहीं कहना, government run schools, government-run, right? So shares a border, share करता border. So 3-4 words ने that you can use in your writing. I'm going to flash this news on the screen. So how much time it is? 70 minutes are over. Okay, one more news. We are going to cover one more news. एक और खबर आपको करनी है. And the title goes, wait a second. Okay, this news is about Punjab Chief Minister Mr. Maan, who the title goes like this: Punjab CM in firing line of opposition as RTI query reveals that there are 42 vehicles in his convoy, CONVOY. So he is in a radar, he is in the firing line of governments, these key people who are at such high posts, high positions, they are always at the radar of oppositions. So in his convoy, how many vehicles he has in his convoy? ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਾਫਲਾ, ਮਾਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਕਾਫਲੇ ਚ ਲਾਈਕ 42 ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ. ਸੋ ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ convoy word ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਣਾ, ਕਾਫਲਾ. So as per ਇੱਕ in reply to a query means, do you have like they ask you in the school when a teacher अपन देखे ना, teacher students ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਨੇ, do you have any query? ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕੋਈ query ਹੈਗੀ, ਕੋਈ question ਹੈਗਾ, or you want to ask something, so if you want to clear some, if you have any issue, so query is that. So in reply to a query as per the RTA information, RTA Act, that has revealed means that has disclosed, reveal kita us cheez de information ne, that Mr. Maan's convoy has 42 vehicles, and as said by the opposition, it's a self-contradicting stand. What he was saying before winning the elections, and it's like self-contradicting. He was accusing the former governments like they are using so many vehicles like this. So Mr. Maan convoy has more vehicles than his predecessors. So predecessor means the earlier who were on the same position, who were the earlier chief ministers like Captain Amrinder Singh, Mr. Badal. So predecessors, right? Predecessor could be, you can use this word predecessor. And then this VIP culture, okay, right? So Mr. Maan is not practicing what he preached before becoming the chief minister. What he preached, like it's a kind of an allegation कि मान साहब ने जो मतलब इलेक्शंस तो पहला जो कहते सी कि दूसरे ਨੂੰ ਬਲੇਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ, कह लो कि ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਰੱਖੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ, ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦਾ ਇੰਨਾ ਖਰਚਾ ਕਰਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. ਸੋ ਸੇਮ ਥਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਡੂਇੰਗ ਵੈਨ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਇਨ ਦ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ. ਉਹੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਇੱਕ ਅਕਿਊਜ਼, ਇੱਕ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੋਂ ਕੀ ਲੈਣਾ, ਕੁਛ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੁਣ, ਬਟ ਉਹੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਿਰਫ 3-4 ਵਰਡ ਲੱਭਣੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਰਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਟਾਸਕ 'ਚ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਸੋ ਲਾਈਕ ਕੁਐਰੀ ਇੱਕ ਵਰਡ ਆ, ਕੱਲਾ ਵਰਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਨਾ, ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਆਫ ਵਰਡ ਲੈਣੇ ਨੇ. ਰਿਪਲਾਈ ਟੂ ਅ ਕੁਐਰੀ, ਰਾਈਟ, ਰਿਪਲਾਈ ਟੂ ਅ ਕੁਐਰੀ. ਸੋ ਅੰਡਰ ਆਰਟੀਆਈ ਦੇ ਅੰਡਰ ਜੋ ਰਿਪਲਾਈ ਕੀਤਾ ਇੱਕ ਕੁਐਰੀ ਦਾ, ਰਿਪਲਾਈ ਟੂ ਅ ਕੁਐਰੀ, ਕੁਐਰੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਣਾ, ਰਾਈਟ. ਸੋ ਸੈਲਫ ਕੰਟਰਾਡਿਕਟਿੰਗ ਸਟੈਂਡ ਮੀਨਸ ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਅਗੇਂਸਟ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. ਸੈਲਫ ਕੰਟਰਾਡਿਕਟਿੰਗ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇੰਪਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ. ਐਂਡ predecessors, so he has more vehicles than his predecessors. And convoy in the kafla, like a group, the whole group when they go together somewhere. So these are some of the news, and these are some of the words, some of the expressions that we have read, so that we can use them in our writing task. That is going to make our writing more impressive, and we are going to score better. But the thing is, we have to practice. So good luck, best of luck to the test takers who have their exam in the coming days. And thank you very much. I'll come up with a new video with some more expressions and words from like this was 30th of September. Now I'm going to cover from 2nd October, right? So till then, goodbye, and see you in the next video.